Stephanie asks, what are some suggestions you could make to differentiate work life and home life when you work from home? Any tips for starting off work brain at the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, this is one we all struggle with. I think the biggest thing I would say to that is establishing boundaries. My wife will tell you that the most common thing she'll hear me say sometimes is, "It's just hard when you have a never-ending to-do list." And there's always, she's heard me say it a million times, that there's always work to be done. I think having the discipline, but also giving yourself the permission to turn it off at night. We tend to carry this burden of guilt, completely unfounded too, that if we don't turn it off, then it's not going to get done. Or worse, we cheat ourselves by saying, I just got this one more thing I got to get done. I just got this one more. And pretty soon your one more becomes five more or 10 more. And I think establishing a level, and this is something I struggle with, is, establishing the boundaries around, okay, when it's done, and then I can turn my attention to what I would say home life. I mean, most of us are in situations where we're not first responders. We're not, people that are, dealing in situations that involve life and death. The vast majority of us that are out there, we're dealing in situations where we have the ability to turn it off. It's just that we choose to not turn it off.
Yeah, and I think so. To speaking, amen, Ash. I agree with everything you said. And again, for the folks that have the ability to work from home, and I will share this as a best practice. I'm not always good at it, so let me go ahead and put that out there. Best practice in this is have a designated place where you're going to work. So don't carry your laptop around and work in your bed and work at the kitchen table and work at, because then now you're working everywhere. So if there's a designated place, then you can go to that place when you're going to work, and you can leave that place when you're done.
That's right.
It'll make it a lot easier. So I do have, I'm fortunate enough that we have enough space where I have an office. Some of us don't have that. Some of us have to work on the kitchen table. I have a dedicated office because so much of my work is virtual. So this is where I work. And when I'm done working, I leave. Now, the key is, to Ash's point, I've got to be really disciplined about not then coming back down into my office. So when I leave at 6 o'clock, I should be done and commute up the stairs to the kitchen and be done. And don't commute back down the stairs and then go back to work at 8 o'clock.
No, that's right.
Like I said, best practice. I'm not always great at it, but that would be another good thing to kind of help maintain that boundary.